Yunnan, a province in southwest China with incredibly varied landscapes and wildlife. Many of Yunnan's selected nature reserves and places of scenic beauty have been proclaimed as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Domesticated animals like water buffaloes, traditionally ploughing rice paddies, live side by side with a variety of endangered wildlife species, such as the rare Yunnan snub-nosed monkey, the black-necked stork, and the red panda. The longest, deepest, and narrowest gorge in the world is found in this region, the Tiger Leaping Gorge. Being the most biologically diverse region in China, Yunnan encompasses almost the full range of climate zones. A frozen zone in the north, a temperate zone in the central area, a subtropical and even tropical zone in the south. The province covers only 4% of China, yet is home to about half the country's most unique creatures, such as the wild Asian elephant, the great hornbill, and the white-cheeked gibbon. The unparalleled varied landscape includes incredible stone formations, tropical rainforests, ancient villages populated by a large number of ethnic minorities, world-famous tea plantations, UNESCO World Heritage Sites, iconic terraced landscapes, and snow-capped mountains. An ancient legend claims that a tiger used a rock as its stepping stone so it could leap across from one side of the gorge to the other. And that's how this amazing gorge got its name, the Tiger Leaping Gorge. The three parallel rivers, the Mekong, the Yangtze, and the Salween, run all the way through Yunnan. They connect the Tibetan Plateau with the Indian Ocean, the South China Sea, and the East China Sea at Shanghai. They also connect a wintry landscape of freezing temperatures with a temperate and subtropical world of evergreen forests. It's a journey in colors transcending from brown to green, in sounds, light, nature, and wildlife. The red panda, also called the lesser panda, is a mammal native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. It's roughly the size of a cat and feeds mainly on bamboo, fruit, eggs, and insects. Despite sharing a similar name, the red panda is not closely related to the famous giant panda, although it is perhaps dwarfed by the black and white giant. The red panda is admired for its charm, its cute, kitten-like face, cinnamon red fur, fluffy ringed tail, and astonishing agility. Red pandas are considered to be living fossils. They have no close living relatives, and their nearest fossil ancestors, Paralurus, lived 3 to 4 million years ago. They may actually be all that's left, a specialized offshoot which may have survived the Ice Age in a Chinese mountain refuge. Perhaps to be placed in the same group as bears, seals, raccoons, and mustelids. This species is not very sociable, and they prefer to live alone. At most, the red panda can be found in small groups of a mother and her grown-up cubs. In the wild, they die at a greater rate than they are born, and the destruction of their natural habitat makes them an endangered species. They are very shy creatures and extremely quiet, except for some twittering, tweeting, and whistling sounds. The red panda is known as the star of Yunnan. The black and white giant panda may enjoy worldwide popularity, but this bamboo and fruit eater has its own adorable allure. Using its bushy tail for balance and its claws to grip, the red panda is an acrobatic tree dweller and spends most of its time up in the canopy. On cold days, it enjoys sunbathing before spending most of the time asleep. In China, the red panda is understandably a symbol of gentleness, compromise, and patience, representing tree wisdom, tree divination, and recognizing the individual tree spirit. Chinese opera is a popular form of drama and musical theatre embedded in ancient times. It's an art form involving music, singing, and acting. Most plots are based on Chinese history, famous classics and myths. Virtues, loyalty, love, and faithfulness are often represented, as are symbols, animals, and nature. A stained glass landscape, an artist's palette of colors and shapes. This is the stunning cultural landscape of Honghe rice terraces. A patchwork and rhythmic pattern maintained by the indigenous Han people of China for thousands of years. These are Yunnan's wondrous rice terraces, covering roughly 125 square kilometers. Created as an irrigation system that allows water to reach every single rice paddy. A small gap in the wall of each structure lets water flow down into the one below, and 400 ditches help to spread it among the different valleys. A perfect representation of humankind in harmony with nature. A symbol of rural China, flowing elegantly over the rugged karst hills and mirror-like waters of Yunnan. Oozing years of history like stairways to heaven. Water is the spiritual inspiration for these rice terraces. The Han people have relied on the mountains for their food and water for thousands of years and accrued a rich agricultural civilization. The farmers still use water buffalo, ploughing the impassable paddies the old-fashioned way. Married couples and families work side by side, maintaining their paddies and the ridges between fields. Each household farms 1 or 2 plots of the rice terraces, producing red rice as the basic crop of this complex and integrated farming system. Buffalo are considered gifts from the gods and are sacred and respected. The local Honghe tribes live in 82 villages situated between the mountaintop forests and the terraces. The people traditionally worship the sun, moon, mountains, rivers, forests, and other natural phenomena. They still wear ethnic clothes as their daily attire, even the children when playing. Though many Yunnan villages seem frozen in time, smartphones and TV have managed to reach Honghe homes. It's said that every Honghe has a song in his heart. The songs have channeled the wisdom of their ancestors and kept the people in harmony with themselves, their ancient history, nature, and wildlife. Major rivers and their tributaries flow through the deep valleys and mountains and connect the province from the wintry north to the subtropical south, giving birth to new and different animal primate species, such as different species of deer, the Asian wild elephant, spending most of its time eating 300 kilos of food every day. Over 900 bird species ensure that Yunnan is China's most plentiful bird life resource. Ranging from the rare and endangered black-necked crane in the snow-dressed wetlands of Shangri to the oriental storks in Pu'er, clattering their beaks in a noisy display used as a greeting or a threat. And small migratory egrets in the Xinhua village wetland, flying slowly and powerfully with necks tucked into their shoulders. an infinite number of tropical birds, including swamp hens and the Saurus crane. But birds are not the only creatures in the sky. There are other species taking to the air above the canopy. They look like cocoons, or perhaps mangoes hanging from trees. But they are alive. Bats, thousands of them, flying foxes. Although they can fly, they are not birds, and despite their name, not foxes either. They are bats, megabats, the largest in the world, biologically more like monkeys and humans than foxes. They got their name because they have faces similar to a fox. A fox with wings, Batman wings, with abstract shapes that cleave their way through the forest. It's early morning. The colony is slowly coming to life after a night of hunting food in the bats' favorite feeding grounds. They spend most of the day roosting in groups, using their long bristly tongues to lick themselves all over. They are very thorough. Their movements are synchronized in an effort to reach every hidden corner of their bodies. Flying foxes' feet are made for hanging. They have 5 toes on each foot, skeleton hands like the witch in Snow White, with compressed, curved claws that allow them to sleep without dropping off their branch. Flying foxes have 4 fingers and an elongated thumb with a hook, which they use as a weapon and a tool to bring their food closer. With small ears, they rely on eyesight and a sharp sense of smell to locate their favorite food: nectar, rainforest fruits, flowers, and figs. Their wings can span up to 1 meter. The fingers are part of their parchment-like black wings, coming in handy when the threat of rain is on the horizon. On rainy days, bats cluster together, wrapping their perfect umbrellas, ideally suited for a wet day in London, around their bodies for protection. There is often a hustle and bustle in the camps. Flying foxes fight for food or to maintain their territory in the overcrowded canopy. But they also fight for the right to mate, and the difference can be hard to spot. The female signals when she is ready. The male then begins licking her, engaging in foreplay that may take hours. Perhaps as a courtesy, he starts licking himself before he is finally approved. After all the preparation, copulation is quick. And when they are done, the female flies off to mate with other males, following a Kama Sutra for flying foxes. A female flying fox gives birth to only one offspring at a time, fanning them when they get hot. She will spend several weeks with her baby, clinging to her belly. She becomes very attached to her youngster and will vigorously defend it against attacks from other flying foxes or predators. Flying foxes roost upside down. This position is ideal for takeoff. Unlike birds, bats can't launch themselves into the air from the ground. In the late afternoon, these weird-looking mammals gather above the trees. Like vampires, they will spend the night feeding, flying distances of up to 50 kilometers. In the morning, they will return to the same group of trees, having lived there for years, upside down. China is home to about a dozen species of monkey, which hold a special place in Chinese culture and are ranked among the 12 most esteemed and prestigious creatures to be awarded a place in the signs of the Chinese zodiac. Ranging from the snub-nosed monkey on the Meili Snow Mountain, the roof of the world, beyond the autonomous region of China, Tibet, and living up to 4,000 kilometers in a freezing environment. Further south, on the border with Myanmar, the dusky leaf monkey is found. Its name is derived from the large white circles around each eye that give these cute little primates the appearance of wearing eyeglasses. Stump-tailed macaques begin life with white, fluffy fur. As they mature, a thick, dark brown color develops on their bodies, apart from the face and tail, which is so small that it often appears to be missing. Different species of macaque are the most common type of monkey in China and thrive across a range of different climate zones. This is a gibbon, often described as a monkey, but mostly classified as an ape. Inspired by Chinese mythology, the monkey is the 9th of the 12th year cycle of animals which appear in the Chinese zodiac calendar. The animal stands for brilliance and perseverance. It is smart, active, and agile. Qualities which describe the white-cheeked gibbon, considered to be among the best acrobats in the world. Gibbons, called the smaller apes, are among the 6% of primates that form monogamous pairs, which mate for life. They are romantic primates, singing to attract a partner and to maintain their pair bonds. White-cheeked gibbons are mostly active during the day. They eat plants, ripe fruit, leaves, and occasionally small invertebrates. They are social animals. Living in small family groups, they maintain a territory which is not particularly large. Gibbons are famous for their agility in the forest treetops and are excellent swingers. They move hand over hand through the branches of trees, propelled only by their forelimbs. This form of locomotion is called brachiating. It enables gibbons to move through the jungle at up to 50 kilometers an hour, bridging gaps as wide as 10 meters with a single swinging leap. They are designed for speed and movement. The white-cheeked gibbon has dense fur, which protects it from rain and the cooler nights. These gibbons are very much like humans. They have long, hook-shaped hands and feet, a perfect design for life in the trees. They have 4 long fingers and a smaller, opposable thumb. They even have their very own fingerprints. When gibbons walk, whether along branches or descending to the ground, they often do so on 2 feet, throwing their arms above their heads for balance. They are playful by nature and spend most of their time up in the forest canopy, eating, grooming, and playing. White-cheeked gibbons are native to Southeast Asia. They live in the evergreen tropical rainforests of Laos, Vietnam, and southern Yunnan. Sadly, these iconic tree dwellers are among the most threatened primates on Earth. Their numbers have declined by 80% to about 450 individuals. It's early morning in the southern part of Yunnan. China boasts the world's greatest variety of wildlife, but the creature one is most likely to meet throughout the country's diverse landscape is the macaque. Its home is in the mountains of Xishuang, the jungles of Xishuangbanna, and Pu'er. Once the indigenous people of the province were presumed to be the descendants of monkeys. They were considered to drive away evil spirits, and so were worshipped in the community. There are 23 different species of macaques in the world. They all spend a lot of time grooming each other. It's a favorite discipline and a way of passing the time among many primates. Macaques remove dirt, insects, parasites, and dead skin. Grooming each other is also a way of creating social bonds and friendly relationships. Macaques will happily eat whatever they find: lice, fleas, or other bits of debris. Lice have long legs that allow them to move around easily, and their eggs can be very sticky and itchy. Male and female macaques are promiscuous breeders. But while alpha males want females to be monogamous, the females also benefit from promiscuity in their attempts to escape from the exclusive rights of the alpha males to copulate with them. They may even engage in same-sex relationships for social bonding. The macac's natural diet consists of a variety of leaves, flowers, seeds, roots, berries, and grass-like sprouts found in small wetlands. Macaques are social animals. They like to climb and play. Play is critical in developing social bonds, strength, and skills. Communication between macaques is often non-verbal. Facial expression and body language make up most of their interaction. Sometimes they express themselves verbally by screaming or calling. The loudness and tone give these calls their emotion. The Xishuangbanna tropical garden, close to the southern tip of Yunnan, is one of many tropical gardens bursting with intensity and bright colours. It's a far cry from the snowy mountains of Shangri. With more than 10,000 species of tropical flowers and plants covering an area of 10 square kilometers, this is China's most extensive botanical garden. It's a flowering Noah's Ark. Part of the tropical and subtropical southern tip of the Yunnan province is slowly turning from green to white, the color of natural rubber. Natural rubber is made from a runny, milky white liquid called latex, produced by rubber trees. The trees are tapped about once every 2 days. And tapping is considered a delicate art form. An incision is made in the tree's bark, a V-shaped cut. Done carefully and with skill, the tapped panel will yield latex for up to 5 hours. It's almost like the blood of the tree dripping down into the bucket. The rubber tree has brought many economic benefits to rural farmers, but it is also a drain on the area's water supplies. By replacing a unique type of tropical forest with cultivated plantations, the forests have been reduced to patches of protected zones, resulting in a dwindling biodiversity. But Yunnan remains China's biodiversity hotspot, the Oriental Treasure Garden. This is Yunnan, the land